Hello learners, I'm Shahitha
And I'm Monisha.
and you're watching Learn Life with us. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Before we go on to nutrition, types of nutrition and all those, first of all, we must understand what nutrients are. The term nutrition and nutrients are often misplaced or misunderstood with one another.
Nutrition is the diet of an organism that interprets the nutrients and other substances in food in relation to maintenance, growth, reproduction, and health. It includes ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and addition.
Nutrition is the process by which organism takes in food, ingestion, digestion, metabolism, and finally excretion. It's simple as that. But nutrient is a substance used by an organism to survive, grow, and reproduce. It is not a process but a materialistic thing.
We'll see in detail about what is nutrition, what are the different types of nutrition in different organisms in the next video. So stay subscribed and turn on the post notifications. Now let's move on to nutrients.
Nutrients. As already said, a nutrient is a substance used by an organism to survive, grow, and reproduce. Every single organism on the face of earth or under require nutrients in various shapes or form in order to survive. Any form of nutrient can be metabolically converted to smaller molecules in the process of releasing energy, which is later used for various metabolic activities.
Classification of nutrients. Nutrients can be classified into different types based on different aspects. Based on the chemical compound, nutrients are classified into organic and inorganic nutrients.
Organic nutrients.
Organic nutrients include almost majority of the nutrients. Organic nutrients are basically carbon-containing compounds. Organic nutrients are energy providers. Some organic nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and vitamins.
Inorganic nutrients.
Inorganic nutrients are basically nutrient compounds or molecules that doesn't contain carbon. These nutrients are required in relatively less quantity and doesn't play a role in energy production. Some inorganic nutrients are iron, selenium, zinc, etc. These were the chemical classification of nutrients. Besides these, nutrients can also be classified based on their essentiality. On the basis of essentiality, nutrients are classified into four types: essential nutrients, non-essential nutrients, conditionally essential nutrients, and non-nutrients. This one is quite confusing by its name, but we will get on to it later on.
Essential nutrients. As the name suggests, essential nutrients are nutrients that are required by an organism for normal physiological functions. It is must to receive essential nutrients in order to survive. It is to be noted that essential nutrients cannot be synthesized in the body. It may be either not at all produced or may be produced in quantity which is insufficient for normal functioning of the body. Hence, they must be supplemented in diet. Essential nutrients are indispensable for various metabolic processes, maintenance of functions of various cells and organs in organisms. The essential nutrients are amino acids, fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, and others such as potassium, chlorine, sodium, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, iron, zinc, manganese, copper, iodine, chromium, selenium, cobalt, boron, and silicon. These nutrients may not be essential in all organisms. It varies from one organism to the other.
Non-essential nutrients. Non-essential nutrients have a significant impact on health of an organism. These kind of nutrients can be synthesized in the body, that too in sufficient quantity for normal physiological functioning, although they are generally obtained from food as well. The term non-essential doesn't mean they are not required for the body. It only indicates that it is not required for these nutrients to be supplemented into the body because they are synthesized on its own.
Conditionally essential nutrients. Conditionally essential nutrients are nutrients that can normally be synthesized by an organism but only under certain conditions, especially when there is an insufficiency of those specific nutrients. These nutrients are synthesized only when necessary. For example, certain nutrients are synthesized in pregnant women only during premature birth of her fetus. Some examples are choline, inositol, taurine, arginine, glutamine, and nucleotides.
Non-nutrients. Non-nutrients are chemical substances that are found in food supplements which significantly affects an organism's diet. Water, which is highly essential for survival of an organism, is regarded as non-nutrient. Some non-nutrients like ethanol, basically alcohol, supplies energy when consumed. Even then, these type of food are considered as empty calorie food because while providing energy, they don't give any essential nutrition.
Now, we just saw classification of nutrient based on their essentiality. Next, moving on to classification based on the required quantity of nutrient. On the basis of required quantity, nutrients are classified as macronutrients and micronutrients.
Macronutrients. Macronutrients are nutrients or chemical compounds which are consumed in a much larger quantity. Macronutrients are responsible for contributing large amounts of energy. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats fall under this category. As we know, carbohydrates are the main contributors of energy. Thus, they are named as energy producers. The most important carbohydrates is glucose, a monosaccharide, simple sugar which is metabolized by nearly all known organisms on earth. Proteins are macromolecules consisting of one or more long chains of amino acid. Protein plays several important roles from catalyzing the metabolic reaction to acting as a repair mechanism and defense mechanism, contributing to the growth of an organism. Hence, proteins are called building blocks of the body. Proteins are polymers of amino acid linked by peptide bonds. There are 200 amino acids discovered so far, out of which only 20 are functionally essential. Most microorganisms and plants can biosynthesize all 20 standard amino acids, while animals, including humans, must supplement them in their diet. Fats. Fat consists of glycerin molecule with 3 fatty acids. Fatty acid molecule contains a single COOH group attached to unbranched hydrocarbon chains connected by a single or double bond, which determines the saturation of the fatty acid. Fats cannot be produced in one's body, so they must be supplemented in the diet. Fat acts as an insulation sheath and maintains a stable body temperature. Fats are necessary to sustain skin and hair healthy. Fats also act as a reserve for food material.
Micronutrients. As the name suggests, micronutrients are nutrients that are required and consumed in very less quantity. Unlike macronutrients, micronutrients do not contribute much to energy production. There are only 2 kinds of nutrients under this category, the vitamins and minerals. The vitamins are further classified as fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Water-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, retinol, vitamin B1, thiamine, vitamin B2, riboflavin, vitamin B6, pyridoxine, vitamin B10, para-aminobenzoic acid, vitamin B12, cobalamin, vitamin B15, pangamic acid or pangamate, vitamin B17, amygdalin, vitamin C, ascorbic acid, vitamin D, cholecalciferol, vitamin E, tocopherol, vitamin K, phylloquinone, vitamin P, flavonoids.
Minerals cannot be synthesized by any living organism and thus has to be supplemented in one form or the other. Plants receive minerals from soil through roots. We humans intake minerals in our food. Some of the common minerals are fluorine, iodine, calcium, magnesium, potassium, chlorine, and sulfur. Boron is an essential mineral in plants. And that is it for today's video. Hope we covered almost every necessary information regarding nutrients. Until next time, keep learning because knowledge rules humanity. See you, bye bye. And please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications and leave a massive thumbs up. You can also leave a comment on what video you would like to see next. Peace.